we have 5 sensory organs and 5 motor organs, and these are the external faculties that provide the stimulus, they provide the input to the inner mind for perception and for decision making. Okay, like suppose you are standing on the railway track and you see the railway is coming and the train is coming, and first your eyes see, and then your mind perceives that there is a time to take decision. Okay, and then you just move away. So that way the whole thing works, but it is not that simple. Once your organs of mental faculty, your sense organs, your eyes, ears, nose, and your motor organs, they have perceived something, then that information is processed by your inner koshas, that is called Antahkaran. Okay, that Antahkaran is similar to, is a synonym for mind, but there are several levels to it. Okay, and the first level of it that receives the mental stimulus is called Manas. Manas is the first level of mental perception. It receives the input from all the sense organs, all the motor organs, and tries to create a mental picture out of it. Manas has a small faculty for spontaneously doing something, like when you just touch the hot plate, then the Manas has the power to make quick decisions of survival. So you just remove your hand immediately. You don't wait for the higher mind to process it and make somewhere higher decisions. But Man has that much capability to spontaneously do few things for the survival of this physical body. Also, Man has a seat of Kama also, a seat of desire also. Just by sitting idle, you may feel like talking to somebody, you may feel like having an ice cream. So that level of desire also Man is able to create. In Vedanta, Man is Man is treated as unbridled monkey, a monkey who has completely unstable mind, and he just wants everything, and he doesn't have that much discriminative power. Okay. Once the information has been processed by the Manas, it is given to Chitta. Now what is Chitta? Chitta is the collection of all the mental imagery. It is the whole, you can consider it to be like a hard disk of all the emotions that you have. It is the collection of all the past experiences, all the future experiences, all the dreams that you have, the subconscious, sub-subconscious, supraconscious experiences. So that in total constitutes the Chitta. And based on the experiences that one has in Chitta, one makes a decision. That decision is made by the next level called Buddhi. Okay, Buddhi, based on the past experiences, based on the future prospects, based on the subconscious things, it makes a decision. Okay, and after that is the Ahmkar. So that is the fourth level. Ahmkar is actually the person with respect to whom all these things are happening. Okay, like who is that person on the railway track who just got saved? That person is I. That person is the Ahmkar. That person is the ego. Okay, so that's the fourth level. He is the godfather for which everything is happening. Now, how we can judge all these functions from astrology? What all houses we have to see affliction on these houses? First of all, let us understand each of these functions very clearly before we delve into the astrological combinations and astrological dictums here. First of all, Manas Nakshatra, Manas is actually judged from the Manas Nakshatra. Okay, Manas Nakshatra is the 25th Nakshatra from the Jan Nakshatra. So, in the scheme of Nakshatra, there is a scheme of Nakshatra for 27 nakshatras also, for 28 nakshatras also. But for finding out Manas Nakshatra, one has to see always the 28 nakshatra series. Okay, so in the scheme of 28 nakshatras, one has to count from the Janma Nakshatra up to the 25th point, up to the 25th nakshatra, and that is the Manas Nakshatra. That denotes the Man. That denotes that supervisor who is handling the factory of motor organs and sense organs. Okay, that is the supervisor who is receiving the input first from the motor organ and the sense organs. Now, it is very important that there is no planet over there. It is very important that this Manas is not colored, because if it is colored, then your mind will see everything colored. Like if you put the colored glasses, you'll see everything red, but everything is not red. So to have the clear vision, to have the clear understanding of what your sense organs are saying, it is important that the Manas Nakshatra is not afflicted. It is important that Manas Nakshatra is like a transparent glass, so that you just see through whatever your sense organs are saying. Okay, let us do this trivial experiment. Okay, just observe your room, or just observe your car, wherever you are right now in your surrounding. Just see all the red things. Okay, try to concentrate on all the red things. Okay, like a red book or red refrigerator or the red dashboard, everything red, just try to see that. Okay, done. Now just close your eyes and try to see everything that is brown in your environment. When you close your eyes, everything red will appear, nothing brown. Just because your manas has been put with a kind of filter. So with that filter you are seeing the world. So you are not able to see the actual picture. You are able to see everything red, but not the brown ones. So manas, any affliction to manas will obstruct reality, will obstruct your vision, your perception for reality. Okay, so that's why the 25th nakshatra from Jan nakshatra is very important to study the obsessions that one has, to see the color, the colored glass that everyone is wearing. Okay, like you see in the chart of Hitler, the Manas nakshatra is getting Veda, is getting obstruction from Saturn, and Saturn is the sixth lord in his chart. Sixth lord is that of enemies. So he is always seeing the world through that perception that everyone is enemy. Okay, or he has enemies, and how to defeat them is always on his mind. Okay. Likewise, if somebody has Mars over there, then he's continuously thinking about the fighting and how he can win how he can win the war, how he can win the fight. Okay. If somebody has Jupiter over there, then somebody will always be thinking about what shall I do that so that everyone becomes happy, everyone praises him for doing the public good, the overall good. If somebody has Ketu over there, then the mind is always thinking about renunciation. Okay, like in the chart of Swami Vivekananda, Manas Nakshatra is having Ketu. So that guides you towards renunciation. You are seeing the world through the glasses of renunciation. Okay, so that way you can see what colored glass you are wearing right now. After that, when we move on to the Chitta, okay, once you have perceived the whatever skewed reality from Manas, that input goes to Chitta, and Chitta is like a hard disk. Okay, in that hard disk, all the videos, all the audios, everything is stored over there. All your past experiences, all the experiences, subconscious ones that you have received from past life, that is also stored over there. So whatever decision you are going to make from Buddhi is bound to be afflicted by the information that you have in Chitta. Okay. Then after Chitta, the decision. So here is the point actually. So moon represents your Janma Nakshatra, represents the Chitta. Okay. So if there is an affliction to moon, then your Chitta is afflicted. then you will just keep thinking about the things that are afflicting your moon. If you have Rahu with moon, if you have Mars with moon, then your chitta is continuously roaming in that direction. You're always occupied with that kind of thoughts if your chitta is afflicted. Okay, so that's why even presence of any planet with moon is not desirable. Okay, because if suppose somebody has moon with the fourth lord or with the ninth lord, then that person is continuously thinking about his mother and father. He'll not be able to make even a single decision by his own, because his chitta is always with the mother and father. Okay, so he's not very independent kind of person. Likewise, you can see other things also, like Rahu also. His mind will always be full of doubts. If Rahu is there with moon, his mind will be full of doubts. And that way, basically, what it says, the affliction of moon denotes the affliction of chitta. The propensity of your mind to think about something always. Like if Saturn is over there, then you'll always see the glass as half empty. Okay, you'll not see that full part. You'll see only the half part. That's why Saturn with moon is not very good combination. It leads to depression, because you're always thinking about that part that is vacant. So that's about the chitta. Then comes Mercury. Once you have all the information, that information has been assimilated into the chitta. That information is so you have access to all your past experiences, all your impressions, all your subconscious mind, also the input that you have received from Manas. Then you have to make some decision. That decision is done by Mercury. Now, Mercury by default is very indecisive. Okay, like suppose you are roaming in the mall and you come across the jewelry shop and you see a very costly jewelry. Then immediately your manas will see the input from the eyes, that is the sense organ. Okay, so that's the input that manas receives. Then there is a desire also. Manas has one part for desire also, called calm manas. So that calm manas will generate a desire to own that jewelry. Okay, that jewelry, that mental picture will be fed to chitta, and chitta will see how that jewelry is going to affect your relationship, how is that jewelry you are going to wear in some party or some occasion, and how everyone is going to feel jealous about it or what not. So all those things will come into your chitta. Okay, after that it's into the realm of your buddhi. Now your buddhi will decide what is the price tag, how can I achieve it. Okay, so that decision, now there are several options here. Like if it is very costly, then you may just wait for that sum to, you can either go for a loan option, or you can just pay everything lump sum, or you can wait for the entire money to be accrued in your account before purchasing it. Or if you don't have money, or if you don't have any intensity to get that money, then you may just steal it from the jewelry shop, or you can get it from the gunpoint. Okay, you may just go and fight with him and get it from the gunpoint. So there are several options that buddhi can take to acquire it. Or if your mind is totally into renunciation, then you will just tell your manas to just shut up, and you will not listen to him. So these are all the options that buddhi has. What decision it takes, it depends on who is with Mercury, because Mercury is the buddhi, the decision maker. So if Mercury is with Saturn, Mercury is with Rahu, then the person will think about stealing it, will think about getting it from by any means. But if it is with good planets, then that goodness will appear. Okay, he may think about waiting for some time before he gets that much money to acquire it. Okay, or he may think about the loan options. So what decision you take is dependent on who is afflicting Mercury. Okay, if Mercury is alone, if Mercury is not affected by anybody, then it becomes very difficult for the person to make a decision, because he doesn't have that tilt towards any of these things. So it is very important that Mercury be with something, otherwise you will become indecisive. Okay, and you may, when you become just indecisive, at times what will happen, you will just follow your manas, whatever your instinct, whatever the first thought that comes to your mind, you will just follow that. So it is important that Mercury be with the benefic planets, okay, so that you make good decisions. Okay, so that's the realm of Buddhi. And for whom all these things is happening, that sense of I is Ahmkar, and that Ahmkar, that sense of I-ness, is the Lagna. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Try to apply these principles, try to bifurcate how you are thinking about everything. Okay, so that's the analysis part for yourself. Try to see what all planets are afflicted in your Kundali and how you are seeing the world through the colored glasses. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Ram.